Raylan and James got some good news for you.
So.
That turned undead spell is not necessary anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everybody's got bigger fish to fry. Because now the ground is crumbling underneath your feet. The floor is hot lava.
Oh no, the floor is lava.
What do you two do?
About how far away is he?
Oh, he's a good long distance, but I'd say, well, like I said, like a couple of city blocks. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Um.
But this field of destruction is not as far away, right? It's like a block.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't fly. Um. What can I do? Can't do that. I could do that, but that sounds like a bad idea. Um. Well, I could run real fast, but I don't think that's a good enough idea.
Could run real fast.
Damn.
You can make a break for it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so like, yeah, like the land is shattering and getting close fast. So I guess I could outrun it. I could try just going backward, and then I guess I'll have to ride through lava or whatever, which I'm sure is fine. Man, I guess I have nothing else.
Excellent. What about James Blackwater?
I'm gonna spend my hold to reach the what's his face?
Spend your hold to reach what's his... Oh, is this your skirmish hold?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you're going to get there, so how does James get there? Does he run like T-2000? Like just real fast?
So I imagine the horse has difficulty since the ground, so maybe that makes a little bit more sense. It's harder for the horse to move and get away, since the ground is shaking and rumbling and things are falling apart, right?
Well, he's not running away.
No, he's not. He's running towards me?
No, yeah, he's running straight at you. That was his come at me, bro. Was making the floor hot lava.
No, not big man on the horse.
Oh, you mean Vadim? Oh, you're trying to catch him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
Because she was talking about Vadim, right? And she's like, "Stop him."
Yeah. So maybe, he is stymied. But still, he was a really far distance away from you. How do you catch him? Are you just running? Do you leap? You turn into a swarm of bats?
I'm not. Well, I'll ask for. I mean, as well as spending my hold, I will ask her for help. She wants me to help him or to help her. I need her help. The only thing I have to sacrifice is my time helping Raylan kill the Nightmare King.
Well, this is something different, James. Something wells up in you that you didn't know you could do, I think. Because you don't hear her. She doesn't speak back to you now. She's gone.
Oh, that's nice.
But she did leave something, right? That already happened when you grew all of your skin back and you weren't a fucking skeleton monster anymore. Right? You're living out the possible future, should you do everything correctly. But it's not just that you look like your old self. Right? You would have, if you successfully complete everything, you will have power beyond measure. So, that's what you do. Now tell me, how does James Blackwater catch him?
Okay, so I guess, yeah, I'm trying to run it first, right? And I'm like, this is not working at all. And I stumble for a moment. But no. I think, like I focus all my energy into my legs, right? And I guess limited power. I guess I take a big rock and I throw the rock, right? And I probably, I don't know, miss because he's not actually good at that. And then it makes me really mad, and so I start running faster, more faster than James or a human probably could.
And
maybe as fast as a horse.
yeah, as fast as a horse, and even faster. Like so, but Raylan, as you're running, you're barely keeping pace. Actually, roll dexterity.
Oh, I hate that one.
Yeah, you're barely keeping pace when he takes off this second time, and when he runs past you this time, what he doesn't maybe see. In fact, James, you're just seeing red. You have tunnel vision, right?
How's that move?
Do what?
That's the seeing red move. That's
Oh. And yeah, you're intent. What he doesn't see, Raylan, is that as he runs, the wind shear where it would hit his body tears away his flesh and leaves just a flaming husk, just like the King of Nightmares. And it's going to take you a moment to get there. He gets there way faster than you, Raylan.
So, I mean, I guess I was maybe picturing this a little wrong. If I'm running towards him, and he breaks all the ground in front of me, I'm probably turning around. Because running towards...
It's all of the ground at once. It's not like a wave of ground breaking.
Oh, okay.
It's all of the ground at once is crumbling.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. So you have to, like, move this way and that across, like, weird breakages. Okay. James, as you catch up...
heritage sign.
Oh, yeah. Okay. As you reach up toward this thing, you're sprinting, like you go sort of blind for a moment, I guess, with anger, rage that you welled up inside of you. And this guy on the horse, Vadim, he like circles it back around and stops. And yeah, once you've caught him, your rage sort of subsides and you sort of collapse for a moment. Kind of more out of shock than anything else that you just turned into a fast man or whatever. I'm a fast man. Yeah, and Raylan's running up behind you, but he's having a hard time. He's having to dodge and weave. And Vadim has a chance as you're getting like your breath and your head, your wits about you. He kicks the leg off. He kicks a leg off the horse, and hops down. And he pulls out of his belt, right, those two knives he had. But he stops a few paces away. He says, what does he say? He tells you it is over.
I believe I told you what would happen if you betrayed me.
He says, and the weeping death told you what would happen if you betrayed me.
You.
Yeah. He gives you a nod. And he says, I am Vadim Lobovchevsky, the King of Death. And you see like a flash of rage in his eyes. And he like white knuckles these knives.
I want to look back up at him, right? And the same green flashes from my eyes, and I want to spin my hold with green eyes of death. Does it work?
What are the green eyes of death?
Hold on. Scroll. It's just that fighter move that holds people.
Oh, it's the one that makes them stand still.
Yeah, eye contact. Face. Freeze.
I mean, you have to roll for it, right?
No, I already did. Last session. When we started the fight, that's when I rolled it.
Oh, so you have a hold.
Yeah, I had one hold.
Yeah, I do want it to work. I want it to work, actually. Tell me, James. So once again, this is the King of Death. Normally, people can't like look at the King of Death and be like, "Boo." He sees a lot of spooky shit because of his day job. So usually people aren't really that scary all the time. He's kind of past it all. But James, once again, you're living the dream, the possible dream. What do you do to overwhelm the King of Death for a moment?
So you said this is like a premonition of what would happen if everything went right?
If you got the power you're looking for, yeah.
So maybe my eyes look at him, right? And at first he's fine. It's like, ha, what are you? And then he looks again closely. And maybe it's again like looking into the Death God tier. Where it's like, for that flash of a moment, you're stuck. And then you're stuck in like this immobilizing void thing with the death swirly ghost things. And
peering into
all that is confusing.
Peering beyond the veil into the horrible truth of the fabric of the universe.
Yep, all of that.
That might be the thing that the King of Death finds spooky. Yeah, he stares into your eyes, which are like staring into the Death God's tear. And he like covers his eyes, right, is what he does. If this was Burning Wheel, basically he's standing and drooling. He just covers his eyes and he's like, "What are you?" What do you do, James? He's stuck for a moment.
I am your end, King. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to draw my sword and slash across his chest.
So begins the many regicides.
Roll Defy Danger Strength.
Oh, no! That's good. What do I get?
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll your damage, my friend.
What's helping me?
No one's helping me. Raylan's trying.
I got a pony to fight, right?
He's using all those playground skills right now. You don't even know.
Playground skills.
That's all this fight is.
Just make sure I'm gonna get rid of that. I always forget something. Make a macro one of these days. Promise. Does he have a soul or whatever?
Yes.
Like he is a soul.
My god, I get to roll it! Ugh. Wait a minute, I could also... Never mind, I'll do that later. I hope that's... And...
Okay.
I guess.
So you come in and
1d extra 1d6 that ignores armor. If that's how we're doing this.
what is this Constitution roll?
From the sword.
Oh, the severing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll it. Yeah, your sword has an extra damage magical effect.
Okay.
Good roll. All right. So he's caught helping what tags with his forceful, messy, I'm sure, like
Forceful. No, I don't. It's not. I don't think it's forceful. Yeah, it's not forceful. It's just messy.
okay.
Divine plus reverse. I don't know. Silver.
So it's messy.
Magical too.
Yeah. So it comes in and swipes across the chest for a killing blow. And it doesn't kill him, James. It sends him flying backward into the sand and into the smoke. And yeah, you know what? You hit him and he kind of disappears into the smoke. Not like he sprung around and scurried off like a ninja assassin, but just because the smoke is so thick, because that horse is moving toward you, and the smoke gets thicker around that guy. So it's not that he sees you; it's that neither of you see each other. What are you doing?
Well, let me consult my move real quick. I think that it may give me an option.
I look for him. I walk forward and look for him.
Okay, so you go moving in through the smoke now, hunting him down. Raylan, you come up, but you don't zip line down from the sky and stab somebody with a knife. You just come you just come trundling up behind, up behind James, and he's stalking forward with his blade out. I mean, you saw him hit somebody with a sword. You don't know who that guy was.
Right.
But you come up behind him. What do you do?
I mean, how close is the King of Nightmares now? I know I have to keep asking this, but...
He's like 2 blocks away. Exactly. And closing.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So I saw him attack someone. And he's like hiding in the smoke now.
Well, he flew back in the smoke. He presumably landed on his back and hit his head on something sharp. And is maybe scrambling up to his feet, but James hit him real hard, but yeah.
Okay. Sure. I have a lot of ghost moves also that I have to look at. Well, I can't study him if I can't see him. Yeah, all right. I mean, run up next to James, whatever. I mean, I guess I have the machete out. I should probably be using the soul severing sword. I gotta get that blacksmith move. Anyway, I guess I have that out and just okay, I stopped because I ran, all the bobbing and weaving. Take a moment and just like huff and who was that guy? And I kind of like look at the horse again and kind of like look through the smoke.
He's the king of death. I must destroy him.
Cool. All right. And like I I'm just gonna run into the smoke, I guess.
All right.
I gotta meet this horse, and I mean, whatever. This guy's in the way.
Are my bone daddies with me? My hireling bros.
No.
They can't come near me.
No,
Oh,
they won't
God
come near
damn it.
Raylan, and
Well,
they were kind of just caught with all the nightmares being tumbled into the hot lava. Let's not talk about them right now.
You're right, they're fine.
They're gonna be fine, James. You didn't lead them once, but they're gonna be fine.
you didn't ask me to.
They're in there. They got their little the little Hawaiian drinks, and they're chilling. We help them. It's nice.
Yeah, so they're not with you. What do you do?
I run into the smoke, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, while looking for him, right, as much as is it easier to see as we get into the smoke, or is it just like harder and harder?
It's harder and harder, but it's not impossible. Raylan, go ahead and roll to aid him.
Okay. I do have one bond with James. Hot.
So you're both sort of crouched down, moving through the smoke, and yeah, this smoke seems to like billow out just from nothing in front of the King of Nightmares. Like just this carpet that continually rolls. And so as you get near, like the smoke just keeps coming, and it's thicker and thicker. But you're keeping an eye out for this Vadim character. Ask one question.
What should I be on the lookout for?
There's two answers to that question, James.
One is obvious. Where's the other one?
I mean, you get to choose.
Oh.
The King of Nightmares is moving in on you. Are you keeping an eye out for him? Or are you still ignoring that oncoming threat to kill the King of Death?
I'm ignoring that oncoming threat to kill the King of Death.
You see him at the bottom of... There's like a divot, right? Like a trench or something in the stone. And when you hit him, he must have tumbled back in there. He's getting up to his feet, and getting his knives in his hands, and scrambling. He locks eyes with you too, and he's scrambling to come at you.
I'll use another hold to get to him before he can do anything.
Okay, yeah, this is just, you've caught him off guard, I think. You don't have to turn into a weird monster. You leap on him, and you're ready to attack him right away, so go ahead and hack and slash. Yes. You drive your blade in, deal your damage.
This is the second time I'm attacking him. I got an extra one before.
Who'd he do?
Jesus.
Boy does a lot of damage.
Your roll. Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, I guess I don't get to roll. Come on, Cyber Soul, come on. Finally! I've never done that. Not even once.
Wait,
So-
does that mean
care
you
what it
kill
does.
I
him?
guess
It
I'll be
does
back
nothing.
later.
I feel good.
So
Fine
you
with it, do it.
sever the soul. This is great.
Oh, wait. Okay, I gotta.
You jump down, James, and like you give a horrible slice to him. This one hurts real bad. Again, your attacks don't appear to be like chopping his head off or his arms off like they usually do. But you do just see him, like, crumple underneath the hit. But that's when you notice something very strange when you hit him like that, when you hit him that hard. That should have obliterated him, right? It should have turned him into ground beef. But instead he just bounced off the floor really hard. It looked like it hurt. There seems to be something around him, right? Like a sheet or a bubble or something. It's hard to make out the shape of it, but there is clearly something covering him like a shell, his whole body, invisible and imperceptible. But at the bottom of it, where his feet would be, you can see now there's like a tendril, an invisible sort of tether floating there in the smoke with a faintest green glow. And instinctively, once again, you don't even think about it. You just know to swipe your blade across and sever that tendril. And the ground shakes again. And this time the King of Nightmares, Raylan, as you're the one looking at that, does shudder for even just a moment. This is not something the King of Nightmares did. Something else did this. So he stutters for a moment. You don't lose any... James saves himself from being trampled, basically. And James, at your feet now, when you look down, is the body of Vadim again, still. But no blue light. No bubble. He's just a person lying there unconscious.
Just some dude.
Apparently. Because he doesn't, like, leap up and tear your head off. He just lays there, like you knocked him out real hard. So with that second rumble, we're going to call back to Sparrow and Quentin as rocks and skeletons and spooky undead children come tumbling down on top of you.
What?
What do you guys do?
Are we in immediate danger, needing to leap out of the way to avoid being smashed?
Probably.
Then that is what Sparrow shall do.
I guess so.
Alright, well, both of you divide danger dexterities. You go diving out of the way of rocks and skeletons and spooky
I think my
undead
small
children.
size is an advantage here. Being a smaller target.
Sure. Sounds fine. Sounds good.
10.
Okay. You both go running, dodging this way and that. Rocks from all sides of the canyon are falling, and then there's all the skeletons and the hirelings and whatnot, Dick Bangkok and Gut Drum and everything else.
Oh, forgot about it.
Come tumbling backwards. And you guys are dodging, moving out of the way, staying clear of it, not getting crunched. What do you... Let's say... No, I don't get to give you a weird choice. What do you guys do? It's up to you. Tell me what happens then.
I continue to search for myself. The fight isn't
That could
over
be taken so many
until it's
ways.
over.
And Sparrow?
So she's making the assumption that this whatever caused this was probably not the guy that she just stabbed. It's probably bigger than that, like maybe a 3-story tall flaming horse. So
be.
she's surveying, like she kind of finds cover around a rock that just that almost flattened her, and she's surveying the area for some incoming threat.
Cool.
Like,
Yeah.
she still has her poisoned throwing knife on her at the ready, and in one hand, and her rapier in the other.
So then, Rama, roll discern realities, and I'll have you do your survey after that, Sparrow.
8. Okay. Let me see. Damn, I really want to ask one, but no, I'm gonna go with a boring one.
No, don't ever do boring.
Yeah, fuck
Boring
it.
is boring.
What here is not what it appears to be.
There you go.
Tell me the secrets. Something. I don't know.
What here is not what it appears to be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you see something that's not what it appears to be. You're moving forward in the smoke, and there are still, like, sounds of falling rocks around you. Smaller stones after the larger collapse, and maybe you got turned around, or maybe you didn't. If you didn't get turned around and you were actually deeper in the valley, then it'd be weird when you run into 10. Just standing there in the smoke, looking down at you. So you think at first, like, okay, I can give this kid the benefit of the doubt. He's kind of weird all the time, but maybe I'm closer to the pile than I thought I was, because if he's here in the valley, that seems strange. But then you see his hands, right? And last time we described how they'd become, like, sort of elongated and had these long black claws. They were very pale. And there's something wrong with this kid. Now, he just looks down at you, Quentin, when you know that something's wrong, for sure, 100%, no doubt. He just stares at you and says, where did she go?
Who? But I'm smiling when I say that. Like,
Sparrow.
oh, she's alive? I thought she was dead.
So I saw her in the valley. With you.
So, what happens now? What are you gonna do?
He says, I just need to find her.
Well, I don't see her here, so...
Yeah, he just nods, he says, okay. And he goes walking past you into the smoke. What do you do, Quentin?
Well, you helped me, Sparrow. You helped me, so. Guess I'm gonna stab 10 in the back.
Oh,
My boy.
wow. You don't know that Sparrow is actually like.
10?
No,
I mean, Sparrow?
sorry.
Ask your
I
survey
forgot.
questions.
All right. What here is the biggest threat to me?
Wow. I mean, from your vantage point, you see all of that going on. You don't necessarily hear what's being said. But you see 10, and 10 does not look well. And he turns and comes walking. And even if you don't necessarily know for sure that he's coming in here to kill you, he looks not well. Unstable. Right? You've seen some of the things that 10 can do. And that can be dangerous if he's not in his right mind, or being driven insane by a crazy witch woman that lives in his soul. So that could also be a thing. He'd be the biggest threat to you, despite the fact that Quinn's about to stab him. He's still the biggest threat to you.
Okay. And what can I see here that no one else can?
What do you know about the bad thing?
Okay, so the bad thing was. Oh, fuck. So the bad thing was. What. Oh gosh, James, what was this? Okay. So the bad thing was appearing through portals. Okay. The bad thing was was basically appearing and randomly through mirrors. That's what it was. It was coming through mirrors and killing people randomly for no reason. We didn't know how, and we connected it to the portals that were also somehow connected to the test tube baby children and all tied into the guild. Yeah. I don't know that we actually ever defeated. I mean, I don't know that. Did we? I think we saw the bad thing, but I don't think we faced him.
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Did you feel a certain kind of like terror when you
You
saw
know,
the bad thing?
I don't think Sparrow ever did, because she was arrested. She let herself get arrested so the rest of the party could move on. She actually was not there at that fight.
Okay, so you never actually interacted with the bad thing. Okay, never mind then. You can see a small figure in the smoke, a shadowy figure, also stalking up behind Quentin.
Oh shit! So I have to pick a target.
This man needs to change his tactics. Okay, it's not working out for him.
Okay. Does the bad thing appear to be solid? Like, would steel hurt it, or does it appear to be a smoky, shadowy thing?
Oh, it appears to look like a halfling. It doesn't look like a bad thing. It looks like Quentin. But you don't see
A
it
shadowy
directly.
Quentin.
Yeah, but that's just because of the haze of smoke.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can see like the glint of a crown. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. She's got that one throwing dagger. She's gonna chuck it at Quentin number 2.
Oh.
So do you leap out in front of everybody and throw your dagger?
Does she have to? I mean, from where she is, if she can see it, she's just gonna chuck the dagger.
Well, I mean, you can peek out and see it, but you'd have to stand up to throw a dagger.
Yeah, she'll do that. She won't like leap out, but she'll stand up and to throw it.
Leap out screaming.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, she has murder in her eyes because she's throwing a dagger to hit somebody. And here's how it goes in a kind of a straight line, but just enough so that she can see all 3 of them. It goes 10, Quentin, bad thing, and she stands up and throws a knife straight at basically all 3 of them.
Okay.
How much do you trust Sparrow? That's really the question here right now. Do you trust her with your life?
So here's
No.
the issue, Sparrow. You have the jump on everybody. They are all shocked equally. They thought they were all prowling and looking out for each other, and then Sparrow leaps up and throws a knife, and each one of them is just like, but it's this shadow that the dagger actually hits.
Or does it? Do I need to roll for it or do it?
The problem is whether or not Tin thinks you're throwing it at them and decides to murder you.
Okay, that's fine.
So you need to defy danger charisma, I think.
Now here's... Okay. Okay.
That's a good stat for you.
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, you mean just jinxed me.
No,
Okay.
doesn't work that way.
So you throw this dagger and it flies through past all of their shoulders. And Sparrow, you see it go into the smoke where that shadow is. And you see it hit, right? When the scream is let out is when your dagger hits. And it goes sprawling away into the
Now
shadows.
hold on, here's the thing. I
Yes.
specifically said it was poisoned. And I had picked the poison for other... It's oil of Taggett. Does it fall asleep?
Oh, no. Then
Okay.
your poison apparently has no effect on this thing.
Okay.
But do deal damage for me. Okay. And it lets out a scream, like a horrible screech, more like a metallic sound than someone yelping. But Sparrow, everybody is shocked for a moment. You kind of have your wits about you, and you can kind of take the initiative here. As Quentin is stalking up behind Tin with a sword out, clearly about to stab the kid, and Tin is maybe not home anymore. What does Sparrow do?
So she still has her sword with her other hand, but she's kind of got it down. And she kind of like holds up two fingers, kind of a wait sign to Quentin. Not a full-on stop hand, but just two fingers in case, hopefully it won't tip off 10. And she says to 10, "You're looking for me?"
It's usually what Robert De Niro says before he shoots somebody in a movie.
She does not have her sword up. She's not like... She does not appear to be threatening. She's not... She's ready to defend herself, but she's not... Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Quentin? Now she told you to stop, and she is now addressing.
Stab 10 in the... No.
I mean,
Yeah,
you heard
She
her.
didn't say necessarily stop, but it's more of a wait. Like, hold up just a second.
Yeah, but did I manage to see the knife?
Yes.
Very
Oh,
funny.
yeah. Yeah, that's the other issue. Is she definitely threw a knife at something?
And you heard it scream.
I follow
And
the direction
yeah.
of the scream.
Yeah, you should go after that guy.
Lordy. That's great. Okay, so you're gonna follow the direction of the scream. All right, Quentin. Defy danger with your. I guess just defy danger wisdom. It's not actually a discern realities, because it's just right there. This is all about keeping your
Damn it. Plus
focus. Okay, so Quentin turns just immediately, and goes stalking up behind rocks and stuff. And you can see the shape running, and you're chasing it down. And you leave Tin and Sparrow just standing there looking at each other.
Luck.
Thanks.
Let's take a break. We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
We get in the middle of something. We got the things to do, right? Last segment should be fighting that old king of nightmares, killing that old bad thing, and then whatever Jin decides to do to tend the innocent child.
Yeah, the worst one.
So we're gonna take 5 minutes. Cool.
Don't worry, Dennis. I got your back.